For several months, since the very public demise of Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, women and men have been coming forward to reveal their own stories of abuse and sexually inappropriate behavior. But when actress Eliza Dushku came forward, her story struck a very different chord. While many women had described abuse or harassment from men who wielded a certain amount of power over their careers, Dushku called out stunt coordinator Joel Kramer, a man who, during the filming of True Lies, quite literally held her life in his hands. She was just 12 years old at the time, and she was participating in stunts that left her at Kramer's mercy as she dangled from harnesses and wires. Dushku described the abuse in detail, explaining she had come forward when she realized he was still working in the industry and still likely had access to young girls. Sue Booth-Forbes, Dushku's on-set guardian, backed up the actress's allegations, according to Deadline. "I was on the True Lies set for 3 weeks and reported Joel Kramer's inappropriate sexual behavior towards 12-year-old Eliza to a person in authority. I was met with blank stares and had the sense that I wasn't telling that person anything they didn't already know." True Lies co-star Tom Arnold also had her back. Director James Cameron didn't mince words at the Television Critics Association press tour. The Wrap reported. Cameron added that directors are historically pretty oblivious to the interpersonal things on their set, being so focused on what they're doing creatively, but had he known about it, there would have been no mercy. But it was Dushku's movie mom, Jamie Lee Curtis, who truly put into context just how devastating that type of abuse can be. In an essay for HuffPost, Curtis wrote, "There are industry-wide legal protections for these young performers that have been long held and hard fought. There are always teachers and advocates and adult family members or surrogates for the children on set and rigid rules that need to be followed. Yet sadly, as with any rules, these are often broken. We've recently heard reports of agents abusing their young actor clients, and now this story from Miss Dushku. What compounds the difficulty here is that the stunt coordinator in question was literally in charge of our lives, our safety. Stunts always require an enormous amount of trust, and on that movie in particular we all were often suspended by wires and harnesses, very high in the air. In my case, I was suspended under a helicopter by a wire, holding onto the hand of the man who is now being accused of abuse. I hope today that what can come from all of these exposures are new guidelines and safe spaces for people regardless of age, gender, race, or job to share their concerns and truths, and that all abusers will be held accountable." Curtis' assessment was simple. Noting that Dushku had shared her story in private several years ago, she concluded, "The truth will set us all free. Hopefully that freedom will bring a new ability to call out abuse and, when that abuse occurs, to have swift and consistent action, so that no one again will have to wait 25 years for their truth to be heard." In the wake of Dushku's accusation, Kramer has been dropped by his agency, Worldwide Production Agency, WPA. According to The Hollywood Reporter, WPA has elected to part ways with Joel Kramer based on the allegations of misconduct now being reported. Such behavior is unacceptable and entirely at odds with the standards of conduct we demand of ourselves, and expect from our clients.